Okay, today's video covers the work that was done yesterday and today, so days 5 and 6. I'm starting at the back here because I'm very excited to see there is a post in the backyard for the eventual hookup. For now, it's going to just be the line there attached to a spigot, which I'll connect my hose to be able to water the garden. But future state, we'll be buying something like a hose link or a hose reel, something like that, to hook up on this post to be able to always have just something for easier, instead of lugging the hose around. It's one of those contraptions where you can extend and it'll retract directly into that hose link. So I'm very excited about that. All right, let's keep going. Now, there was a lot of soil leveling that was done both on the backyard. This whole area was leveled, graded, and I'll go around the other side, the north side, once I get to the front of the house. But a lot of work was done there. A lot of the maple, a lot of the pieces that were cut down were carted away, and they cut down another piece. You can see it right there, another piece of the maple. So that's good. Slowly but surely. There's just that one little piece left, I think, and then the pile that it's left behind, and then it'll be gone. So that's awesome. On this side, we've got, this was leveled, cleaned up, and then down here, they've extended the dry riverbed from, it was over there. Hold on, let me get closer in. So it was over here, and they had stopped it, and then they just continued it here. Added some more decorative rocks, which I love, and then just cleaned up the side here. What else did they do here on this side? Let me think. Nothing was done here, but I will mention something once we get up there a little bit closer to it. Nothing was done here. This was all sorted out. They've obviously put some soil down next to the dry riverbed just to clean it up a little bit, so that's pretty much done, I think. And you know what? Just in discussing with Chris, we were debating whether or not to put the shed there, because there's a big footprint there now that there's been some trees removed and it's cleaned up a little bit. We're debating. Originally, we were going to put the shed over there, but now with the maple gone and all that extra space down there, we're kind of debating about putting the future state. This is like phase 3 plus, putting the greenhouse down there, because that's facing north. So we're facing north right now. That would be the north side, and it would get sun all day. So TBD. But we're thinking about that. Let's see. So they did some extra leveling here. I'm not sure what these little patches are here and there, but I saw them out here just cleaning up the soil a little bit. Now, for this area, we're going to see this thing. I can't plant under there just because it's going to drip. There's going to, in the winter time, it's going to be an issue. But we're probably going to put either some screening or some gravel or something just down below, just to create a little path there. So I'll have to tweak my planting plans to include that little gap underneath this machine. I don't know how I missed it in my plans, but obviously I can't plant underneath there, and I probably don't want to plant in front of it in case we need to service it and whatnot. So there's that. Let's see what else is going on. A lot of the pile of soil is now removed for various purposes along the dry riverbed that I just showed you and the north side of the house. So this is now, they've spray painted the design for what the path was originally. That's the first line, and then the flower bed is the second line there. So I'm assuming that's going to be done tomorrow. That's our side yard. Never looked so good. Looks awesome. All right, let me go to the north side, and then we'll go down by the street to see the drainage, because I know they did some of that yesterday. All right. So on this side, holy moly, they did a lot here. Okay, let me go down here. So they've laid soil. Let me try to get into the shade so there's no glare. All right, so they've laid soil, which is essentially the continuation of the backyard. They've laid soil down to grade it. And they've also worked on the drainage and including, the whole dry riverbed look like we have on the other side. So what they had done was they dug the whole trench, which I believe I'd shown previously, but now they've also put the landscape fabric, the river rock, or the landscape fabric, the tubing, the river rock, just to make it nice. So that's awesome. So they did that. And let's go down to the street. And that carried on all the way to that little stone farm wall that we had that they had to bust through. So that's the way it looks over here. There's that stone wall that they had to go. Oh, let me get my finger out of the way. That they had to go through to make sure that the water can flow. And then let's go down there and see the other end. So what was ultimately decided was they're going to dig a trench from the other side of that stone wall all the way to the street and do the same treatment. So do the same, see a pile of wood there, they're going to take that away. Same treatment. So putting down landscape fabric, putting down tubing, and then covering it up, which they've already done. I took a picture quickly yesterday, just to show what it looked like, and it still had a trench and the landscape fabric and whatnot. But I saw them unload the tubing today, so obviously they finished that. So that's awesome. I'm glad that that's done. Oh my goodness. So sod is arriving tomorrow. And what's left to do? Clover seed on the side yard there. Laying down the sod halfway through. So halfway between where the side yard kind of merges into the backyard. And then the whole backyard and then the north side is all going to be sod. So that's going to be awesome. And then this flower bed has to be done. And extending the parking pad. So extending this little area here just to make it a little bit bigger for more cars to be able to fit there. And I think that's it. It's awesome. I'm excited. I think I say that in every video. I'm excited by how much progress is actually made from one day to the next, and weather's looking good. So in theory, everything should be completed by the end of the week, but we'll see. Oh, it looks so good. Just cleaned up, just without all the muddy mess that we've lived with for a year. It looks really good. And I've already started thinking about where I'm going to be going to pick up the plants for this little strip here. I'm excited about that. And I've been scouring Pinterest for ideas of what I want to plant here. But baby steps. Let's get the project finished first. and then we'll go shopping and do some planting. Was there anything else on this side? Let me just go take a peek. I don't think so. You know what? I'll just go. Let's go see. Let me see. Oh, there was one cool thing that I noticed yesterday that I'll show you in a second. So that's the dry riverbed. That's all good. This was all open this morning. Then they cleaned it, graded it. It'll be interesting to see how the water flows at the next big rain. Oh, yes, there was this. I knew I was missing something. They created a kind of like a maintenance strip, which is just like a strip of 1 foot wide of rocks around the house, just on this side. And did they do it up there? I don't think there's room up there to do it. Probably not. No, I don't see it up there. So really it's just here. And it's mainly to make mowing easier, that you're not right up against the house. So that's more for practicality than anything else. And what else was there? Oh yeah. So we were out here yesterday taking a peek at things. Let me just walk around this moist area. And we saw this. I don't know what it is yet. I'm going to Google it. I'll take a photo. Look. At first I thought it was a forget-me-not because I've planted some down the way, but nowhere near here. I don't know. I think it might be a weed, but I'll Google lens it and we'll see. Thank you. All right, guys. That's it for today. I'll give you another progress update probably tomorrow. Bye, everybody.